here is Shannon Lebeuf. Wow, it's cold today. Oh my gosh, it's freezing. Anyway, Leslie, as she introduced me, I'm Shannon, and I'm super happy to be here today with all of you. I am pleased to have the opportunity to share my story with you because I hope I can inspire you to end up where I ended up. So, firstly, I want to ask you all a question. Now, what to you all is the hardest part about running? Getting out the door. Getting out the door, yeah, that's definitely my problem also. It's hard, physical exertion maybe it's making time for it. Well, these things are all really hard for me as well. So, I think my biggest challenge is simply finding the motivation to just do it. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about that in a minute, but firstly I'd like to share my personal story with you. So as Leslie mentioned earlier, it was about 11 years ago that my running journey began. I was busy raising my daughter and busy with my family, and life gets in the way, and my weight crept up pound by pound, little by little, until I was approaching 200 pounds. And I found myself feeling just heavy and out of shape, and I wasn't really interested in doing anything that required any physical exertion whatsoever. So my outgoing self was slowly fading away, and I was becoming increasingly depressed. I remember one day making the conscious decision to not take my daughter swimming because I would have to put on a bathing suit and be in public. Yeah, that happened. So, one day, and I'll never forget this moment for the rest of my life, I was walking down the street, and I just caught a glimpse of myself, my reflection in the storefront window, and that woman staring back at me in disbelief, that overweight, depressed, frumpy, sad-looking human was not who I wanted to be. Not at all, not even close. That physical image that I was portraying to the world was not me at all. It was at that moment that I knew I had to make a change. So, I knew that had to happen, but I didn't really know where to start. So, dieting wasn't working for me. I knew all the rules, what I was supposed to eat. The problem was, I love food. I love to eat. I still love food. So, I knew I had to somehow get rid of the calories. So, I figured the easiest way was to burn as many as I could. So, I remember reading this silly little article in Women's World magazine or something like that one day, and it had all these lists of different activities, cycling, swimming, you name it, and the top of the list was running. That was burning the most calories, so I was like, okay, that's what I gotta do, I gotta run. So I made a plan, I joined the gym, I went to the gym, and determined I was gonna run, got on a treadmill, and I ran, and I kept it up for 20 seconds until I had to walk. Not joking. So I went home and I cried, and then the next day I got up and I was like, you gotta do this, go back. So I went back to the gym, I went back the next day, and the next day, until it became my routine. Then, I remember one day, I got on the treadmill and I managed a shuffling run for 20 minutes without stopping. I was elated. It was like I had climbed Mount Everest. So, it wasn't until that point that I would have even considered joining a clinic. It's like a super scary thing, being surrounded by all these super athletes, and you think, I'm never going to be able to do that. I'm never going to keep up. I'm never going to be good enough for this. But luckily, I was placed in Leslie's group, and she quickly put me totally at ease. And I thought for the first time, wow, this might actually be possible. Anyway, so I did my homework, I showed up, I ran when I didn't want to run, which was almost always. Because it was hard. It's like some days it downright sucked. It's really hard. So for a run, and I found that my mind had wandered, and I wasn't actually thinking about how brutally hard it was what I was doing. Now I was like, what is this new sensation? Like, do I actually enjoy this? Is that possible? I didn't really see how that was possible, but nevertheless, as my fitness increased, I would look forward to my runs, and I would start seeing them as little segments of me time in my busy life. And the more I ran, the better it felt. It wasn't long before I noticed changes. My resting heart rate was dropping, I could breathe easier, and the weight was finally coming off. Other things were easier too. Like I was able to climb a flight of stairs 2 at a time and not be winded when I got to the top. And with the strength came confidence. I tried new activities. I wanted more. I registered for my first 5K race, and I ran at 28:42. And the minute I crossed that finish line, I went directly to the garbage can and threw out. But as soon as I put that medal around my neck, I was hooked. Since then, I have run races from every distance from 1 kilometer to 50 kilometers. I've run over 50 half marathons. I've run 5 full marathons, including New York, Dubai, Boston, and now I just want to reiterate to all of you that I am not extraordinary. I am not gifted. I was not born an athlete. And I never in my wildest dreams thought that I would ever run a marathon. So, now, I'd like to talk to you for a few minutes about the other benefits of running. Like, besides the health benefits, and there are many, we all know this, some of you might be aware of the psychological benefits, but sorry, better? Anyway, I think for me, possibly the most epic and unexpected benefit of all was the sense of belonging. This running family, and a family they truly are, have been my confidants, my support network, my resources, my encouragement, and most definitely my inspiration. I know for sure that I would not be where I am today without them. Maybe it's the sense of common suffering that brings us together. But I cannot think of any other...
It's a common insanity.
Totally, yeah. I can't think of any other random group of people that I could be more connected with than my running friends.
It's the endorphins.
Yeah. So, I know everybody's situation is different, but it may be sometimes that you find yourself facing some adversity in your life. You might not find the support you need in those people close to you. Like, not everyone accepts change, especially those who love you and think you're perfect just the way you are. So, they may not understand your need for change, and this is what makes your running family so important. I've lived internationally for the last 15 years, and being away, I haven't had a lot of family support myself. I've run with people from almost every different ethnic group, race, religion, background. Last year, I repatriated from Saudi Arabia, where I lived for the past 6 years. I was involved with a large running club, and they were literally from all corners of the globe. And it always amazed me that we could meet up and become instant friends. Like, we could barely speak each other's language. Like, we would set off on a run together, and within minutes, we'd be sharing jokes, stories, anecdotes, recipes, you name it, in our limited vocabulary of the other spoken language. Now, going back to what keeps me motivated, these are some tools and tips that I've learned over the years that may help you as well. Firstly, you gotta show up. I have never regretted showing up for a run that I didn't want to go on, but I almost always regret when I don't. Make it your choice to be doing what you're doing. Your fitness is your choice. Own it. If you think you are doing this because you have to do it to lose weight, or you have to reduce your blood pressure, your doctor told you to get more exercise, it's not going to be long before you resent it. So just remind yourself that you're doing this because you want to do it. And this is great, and you deserve the best. The 10-minute rule is something I use to trick myself into getting out the door when I don't want to go. So I'll tell myself, Shannon, just go do it for 10 minutes. If after 10 minutes you don't want to be doing this anymore, it's okay. You can go home. Now, 99% of the time, once I'm already there, I'm like, I'm here now, I'm going to just do it. And 1% of the time, I'm like, it doesn't work. And I'm okay with that. Give yourself permission. Once again, it's your choice. And also, keep it simple. Don't overthink it. If you've got a really tough run coming up, it's really, really easy to talk yourself right out of it. So just get up, get out the door, and like Nike says, just do it. Set goals. Is anybody here familiar with SMART goal setting? Really great tool, really effective way to set a goal. So it's got to be specific. You got to know what it is you're trying to achieve. So in this case, running. But you can use this in any other goal setting situation in your life. Measurable. The goal, you have to know when you've reached your goal. You have to have a set. You got to be able to measure what you've done, right? So, like for example, that 5K race at the end of the clinic. And it has to be achievable. It has to be realistic and within your means, financially, physically. You can't say, well, I'm gonna fly. It's not achievable, right? And also, it needs to be relevant to you. Do you want this? Is this something that you're doing for you? And finally, you gotta have a deadline. You gotta have so you know when you've accomplished your goal, and it just helps you keep you on track. Most importantly, when you do reach your goal, don't forget to look back and see what you've accomplished. Give yourself the credit you deserve. I mean, so many of us are constantly setting the bar higher and setting new goals, which is great, but don't forget to look back. And all you experienced runners out there, too, that goes for you. Look back and say, hey, look what I've done. I am awesome. Now, here in the Comox Valley, you guys are so fortunate not only for this beautiful, pristine running environment, but this club, the Comox Valley Road Runners. This group of truly special individuals is here to guide you and support you and encourage you on your running journey. I think we should give them a round of applause. So, the real question is, how does one stay committed to their plan? Okay, everyone turn to the person on your left. Do you know that? These are your real motivators. These are your connections. Make plans to meet. Join a group run. It is way easier for you to stay on your plan if you're committed. Make a commitment. Meet. Show up. Yeah, so that's great. And in closing, I'd like to leave you with this. Don't give up. Don't give up. No matter how many times you fall. If life gets in the way and you miss a few runs, your plan isn't ruined. That's like slashing the other 3 tires on your car because you got a flat.
Good analogy.
Yeah. Giving up at this point, yeah, it's just get back at it. There's always time. There's always time to get back at it. Don't give up. Make time for you because you deserve it. It's not going to be easy, but it will most definitely be worth it. Thank you.